Well, hello everybody. So, welcome to another live stream. I thought I would try another one of these desktop ones from home, and we'll see what goes on here. A little hello, and who is on the chat? Do we have anybody on the chat? Hello, Lower Michigan Adventures. How are you doing? Hey, Benny Bushcraft, how you doing? Welcome to the live stream. Nice to see you here. All right, it's been a while since I've done a live stream on my home computer here on the laptop. So doing it through OBS, so I'm a little bit lost again. We'll have to get it figured out here pretty quick. It's not too bad. Hopefully you can hear me. Excellent, you can. I can see that from Benny Bushcraft there. And yeah, welcome to the live stream. And we'll get it started. Lower Michigan Adventures. Yes, I've been pretty busy. Still busy, still getting lots of stuff out there, and having fun doing it. Just got to find some time for me sometimes. So yesterday I went out and did a no filming. So there was still a little bit of filming even on my no filming, but it was all good. And what do we got? Uncle Joe, Uncle Joe, no filming. Yeah, no filming, right. Man, it's windy outside right now. That's why I'm not out there. Um, so yeah, I'll start this off and say, well, before I start off, how do I manage that? No filming, how do I manage that? Well, it's just shutting off the camera sometimes. I did for a little bit anyway. I didn't do a lot of the setting the camera and getting the shot and walking back and forth and all that stuff. It was just an unplanned day out, so it was nice to be able to do what I wanted to do, not worry about what I was saying, not worrying about what I was going. So it was good. It was good. Um, so let me start this out with my regular stuff here. So as always, give me feedback on what you like or what you dislike about either these live streams or the videos that I have. You can do it in the comments. You can DM me on Instagram if you don't want it to be public. I'll take that feedback. Like I said before, doesn't necessarily mean I'll implement what you say, but I'll certainly consider it and see if it fits what the channel is. And yeah, I do appreciate any feedback that comes in, and I want you to know that. Um, Join my Instagram. It's at ages_adventures. So you can find me easily on Instagram. Join there. You can DM me there, chat with me there. Sort of, that's where I have photos and pictures of when I've gone out on my hikes and stuff like that. I like to share them there rather than bombard everybody with a bunch of community posts in YouTube. I think For me, I think the community posts are just little quick updates and stuff like that. Not, I don't want to bombard people with daily pictures of stuff out in the field. You can see that on Instagram, and that's the appropriate platform for that. I'm just looking at some of my old notes here because I didn't do everything last time. This is not my first live stream of 2024. I did a vertical live stream while driving. Probably not the best. It wasn't mounted the best in the Jeep while I was driving, so everybody didn't get a good view to see what was going on. And I Chatted the whole way though. Not sure how it went. There, I ended up when I got to my spot where I was eventually going to be going and doing a video. There were a number of people on there, so that was good. It was just a little tough with being able to respond to any chat that came up because obviously I'm focused on the driving. So let me do a quick check here. Super windy the other day. So Lower Michigan Adventure, super windy the other day when trying to set up your no-build camper. Did you have withdrawals? I think you're hooked. I love hiking videos you do or the strolls. Did I have withdrawals from filming? No. No. No, no. It's all good. I managed it all just fine. And I appreciate that you love the hiking videos that I do or the strolls. That's good. Um, because I'm doing a lot of them, so hopefully people like them. Eventually, I want to get out and do some campfire videos and some more stuff where I'm out doing bushcrafty things rather than just all hiking, and that'll come. Just got to be able to get out there. It's been rainy winter, and when it's not raining, it's snowing. And for me to get on the logging roads and stuff like that, they're higher up in elevation, so they're usually covered in snow. And the places that I want to go to, I wouldn't have access because it's not plowed and under quite a bit of snow. So I usually wait till the end of April, which is now, before I start testing the roads to see how far I can make it up on them. Usually it's the about the middle of May before all the snow's gone up there. So it's about time for me to get out and check and see what availability we have and do some exploring again. So Lower Michigan Adventures is speaking into your phone, so I may have to be a detective. Well, it's like that sometimes on these live streams with what people are typing, and the same thing with text messages that come through from people anyway, regardless. So, what was I gonna say? I might have mentioned this on my last one. Um, yeah, I got the 1,000 subscribers that everybody has a goal for a few months ago. Um, but then the momentum dropped like a brick. It was weird. Um, had really good momentum going into December and even January, and then once I hit that number, is like it dropped off a cliff. Um, I mean, it hasn't totally stopped, but it feels like it when you've had the good momentum, coming into the fall and going through, and then all of a sudden it comes into a trickle again, like you just sort of started YouTube. But that's okay. My next task is to get the watch time hours. Still got what was it at last count? 734 hours, I think. 734 hours to go to get the 4,000. So that'll be that'll be the next goal. And then once you get past that, you don't have to worry about it anymore. So we'll go for that. But again, YouTube is not normally a sprint. It's a marathon, and I just need to settle in and keep working, and that's what I've been doing. I've been getting out there and doing videos on every opportunity that I get to get out and thinking of different ideas and stuff like that. So I do have a number of ideas already sort of written down on a list, ready to go, and more get added to it. So it's good. At least I'm not stuck on thinking what to do. It's more of when do I get to do it? When do I fit it in, based on the weather, based on just availability. So I do what I can. Certainly during this journey, I've gotten a lot of emails regarding SEO and people wanting to help me with my search engine optimization. And I can't believe some of the wording in the emails and some of the titles in the emails. Um, it's people that have I don't know, they must have taken some sort of short course or something, or they've watched a video and then they've signed up for vidIQ or TubeBuddy, and then they try to sell themselves as experts at this stuff and say you need to do this and you need to do that. Um, I don't think that's a real issue in sort of this niche. I think it's connecting with the people that are doing outdoor style videos or people that are wanting to watch those type of videos. And search engine optimization a lot of the times isn't gonna help because it's more of an experience rather than a how-to video. So anyway, those emails that come in, I send them. They're either automatically going to spam or I send them to spam, and I just block them on Instagram and Facebook and just get rid of them. If I want to do search engine optimization, I'll reach out to a legitimate company for that. And there are companies out there that can do it, and you can certainly join Facebook groups to get some information on how to do that. And you can watch YouTubers such as Nick Nimmin um, talk about how to do this stuff. So that's the route I'm going. And let's see here, Lower Michigan Adventures. Typing up a typing up a storm here, or talking up a storm. Let's see here. Um, I got it cut out. I'm actually heading out to check out a fishing hole. I just want to stop by and say keep pressing forward. Love your stuff. All right, great. Thank you very much. Have a good time fishing. Hope you catch something. The watch hours are definitely tricky. I got lucky with a couple of big hits just recently. We got 3,000 watch hours in the last 28 days on just a few videos. All you got to do is figure out one video that's keyword heavy that makes it to the algorithm. You can collect an easy 2,000 watch hours. I know they do that to me all the time with the SEO. I hate that. They must think we know nothing. They're crazy. Well, there are a lot of people out there that are desperate to jumpstart and get things going and maybe a little bit impatient, and they're willing to fork out a little bit of extra cash for that. But I don't think they're gonna get what they're expecting to get. It's definitely I know definitely thumbnails certainly play a big part of it, and that's something that I've got to look at doing. Mine aren't the greatest. I just try to do the best I can. I'm not a graphic designer, but I also don't spend a whole lot of time thinking about the what's going to jump out, and I really should. I should start doing that. And let me see here. Lower Michigan Adventures. You're absolutely right. There's no guarantee that they can figure it out any better than you can. Trust me. Yep, that's right. If you haven't already, anybody that's joined on the live stream here, give it a like. Subscribe if you're not already. I'd appreciate that. And same thing if you're watching this after this live stream is over and you're catching it in the replay. Give it a like and subscribe if you're not. Helps out the channel, helps me out, and lets YouTube know that you're interested in more stuff like this. So, what do I want to say? Certainly start with hiking. I've been I've been out hiking up a storm lately, and sometimes in some nasty weather. You'll see some videos where it's a little wetter than I prefer, where I've been out hiking, but hey, take it when you can get it. Normally, if it's pouring down rain or something like that, I would take the opportunity to stay at home, work on videos, work on editing them because I've still got to do that. Um, but I've had the opportunity with some pretty good days out there and pretty good weekends where I've been able to get out there and get at it and have full days on the weekends. So it can be a bit of a struggle because then during the week I've got to find time to quickly put together the videos to get them out and in the spots. I'm definitely trying to get out there while the going is good. It's not you never know what's going to happen in the future where you might be not able to get out. So if I can build out a backlog, that's great. Backlog of video filmed. So that's what I aim for. Um, and I'm also trying to build up my fitness so I can get on bigger and longer hikes. I've still got a goal of doing a bigger hike for me, and it's going to be pretty much an all day event, driving out there, parking, and then climbing this mountain and coming back down and then driving home. I've read some other people that have done it, and it's like a 16-hour day or something like that to do it. So I'm hoping to get myself ready for that hike. And it also does your body good to get out there and hike and keep active. And it'll be paid dividends in the future as you get older if you do it. Let's see here. Radislaw, welcome. Nice to see you on the live. Must be getting late. Must be almost midnight where you are. Thank you for showing up. I appreciate it. Yeah, and Radislav, you love hiking as well with your dog. Absolutely. It's good to have a friend along the way with you. Yeah, it's midnight there. Do you uh do you work tomorrow, Radislav? Or do you have the day off? Pause for a second here. Ah, you do, but in the afternoon. Well, that's good. That means you can stay up a little bit later and enjoy some live stream and chat or TV or whatever you want to do. Lower Michigan Adventures. I absolutely love watching you get soaked on the trail. That might sound mean, but people love seeing that kind of stuff. Yeah. Yeah, it's fun to watch others suffer, that's for sure. And Radislav, it's nice to talk to you too. I appreciate you, like I said, I appreciate you joining, and it's nice to see you here. So, what else here? I was going to talk about product reviews. Uh, I live in Canada, so some of the product makers will not ship to Canada. So they've I've been reached out to a couple of times where people have wanted to do something. They're like, "Oh, you got a great channel. We love what you do. We got this product. We think it would be a great fit. And would you be interested in reviewing it?" And I say, "Yes, I'd be interested in reviewing it. And what do you need?" And they're saying, "Oh, we just need your address." And I'm saying, "Great, here's my address." And they go, "Oh, Unfortunately, we don't have a warehouse in Canada, or unfortunately, we don't do business in Canada. And it's kind of frustrating because that means they really didn't look at my channel. Like they would have to go to the about page to of my channel to get my email address, and right there it says, "Hey, I'm in Canada." But I guess they missed that. Um, but I guess I mean, that's okay. These are the smaller ones and not the highly known brands anyway. I think if I keep at it and I get to be a bigger channel, I can attract the larger companies, and then shipping would start to be a non-issue because they'll have budgets for shipping something like that in their marketing budgets. DWE UAVP, welcome, welcome, welcome. Thanks for coming on the channel. Thanks for coming on the live stream here. Glad to see you. And let's see here. Evening all. Hi D. Lower Michigan Adventures. Can you pull off a 35-mile hike in 2 days? Well, it depends how much altitude we're talking about. Altitude gain. If it's flat, sure. But if there's a lot of uphill, it gets more a lot more difficult. That's what kills you in the hike, especially if it's a lot of jagged, scrambly bits, which I've got a lot of that around here. Certainly on the coastal sections of the hikes that I've been on, so it might even not be a huge amount of elevation, but you're going straight up for quite a bit, and then it just yeah gives you a good workout certainly. So 22 miles with you in 24 hours. Wow, that's good. It's good for a little dog. Must have been tired after that. So, what was it? Next on my list here that I had was dirt road trips. I've touched on that a little bit, and like I was saying, at the end of the month, the snow should be gone, and be able to travel up the logging roads. The reason I'm excited about that is because I'm gonna plan some excursions out there to see the sights and find some cool hiking spots. I find that these abandoned logging roads have some of the best hiking areas to to get in there and explore because nobody's up there. Bigfoot searching, maybe. We'll see. Certainly searching for other animals as well. Looking for bears, elk, cougars, wolves, anything that we can find out there, and hopefully for some of those at a distance away from me. But certainly something that I can catch on camera would be exciting. Um, and it's just a matter of hitting the trails and getting at it. See what else we find. See what and and I might have some overnight camps out there. We'll see. It'll depend what the weather's like for sure. Because I don't have a tent, so it's scrambling inside my Jeep to sleep right now. And once you're in, you want to be in, and if you got to get out, um, and it's pouring rain like it tends to can do on some of those places, it's not pretty, especially if it's windy. There was one in the fall. I had everything all packed up, and I was going to be camping overnight. I went out on a hunting trip, and I was going to camp out, and I'd been driving around all day, and it was just a wet, miserable day. And I got to a spot where I was like, okay, I'll go here behind this mountain. And then the wind started picking up and it was like blowing the rain sideways. And I was just like, no, no, if I'm gonna be out camping overnight, I kind of want to enjoy it. And once the wind started picking up. Yeah, I could have a tarp out there, but it wouldn't matter. It'd just blow the rain straight onto me. So it was pack up and well, luckily I hadn't pulled much out, but pack up and just head home. It's better that way. Uh, DWE UAVP, you were asking open tarp camping or tent. Uh, no, if I had a tent, I'd be doing that. Like I said, it's in the Jeep right now. Um, not a big fan of the open tarp camping. One is when it's time to get out there, it's usually summertime or fall, and that's when all the bugs start coming out. So you're gonna want something to protect you from all those nasty critters that are gonna be biting away. So I'd rather something enclosed for sure. And lower Michigan Adventures. Right now, I almost get too many products that are trying to be sent to me. I've had to turn a bunch away because I just don't have that much time and a lot of good products too. Well, you also gotta have products that match your channel too, right? What you're trying to achieve. So that's a good situation to be in though, where you've got too many coming in and you can turn them away. And Radislav asked, "Do I use a Zippo lighter?" Um, you haven't. It's great. Paid only $20 with delivery. I do have a Zippo lighter, but I don't use it. I haven't used it in years. I just find a good old Bic lighter is best for what I've been using. I just need it basically to light any camp stoves I have or quickly light a fire. And then sometimes, like in the summer, I'll use the ferrocerium rods. um, to light it. I'll grab the dry grasses and the wood and stuff like that. So that's how I do it so far. DWE UAVP. You'd love to be sent out drones to review. Well, there's people have been getting them. Certainly, there's that. Let me see here. Let me quickly look up the name of it. There was one that just got sent out recently within the last few months. If we take a look here. Yeah, the Hover Air X1 camera drone. So I don't know if you've seen that, but certainly some people have been reviewing them, and I know that I've seen them reviewed in the UK as well. Certainly in the US. I haven't seen anybody from Canada reviewing one of those, but we'll see. Maybe they're willing to reach out to Canada. I'll be here. I'll test it. John Crozio, welcome, welcome, welcome. Appreciate you having you join the live stream. It's almost what was I gonna say? It's almost hockey time, but that was yesterday, wasn't it for you? Yeah, that was yesterday. Bet you were happy with your team yesterday, John. There's a bunch of Canadians that aren't happy about that. That's okay. The Maple Leafs aren't my team. I'm an Oilers fan. So they're playing tonight. There you go, John. Yeah, you're excited. You guys seem to punish those Leafs a lot. Doing a good job out there. Do you make it to any of the games, John, or do you just have to watch them on TV? I guess it gets can get kind of pricey to get tickets. So I'm just gonna jump out for a second here. Just gotta grab a drink. You should really plan ahead and have a drink already beside me, but let me see here. John, rooting for the Oilers myself tonight. Appreciate it. Thanks, John. It's been it's been good the last number of years to see the Oilers in the playoffs, but still it was a long time coming. A lot of sad years there. And Radislav, nice room that I've got here. Thank you. Still got to put some stuff away, but the shelf behind me has all the books, and I've got recipes and stuff like that on there. It's holding a lot of my some of my outdoor equipment, and those are um oh, they're not machetes. They're I think those are made in India. They're like these curved knives. Um, I think they were used for war or something, fighting or something like that. Let me see if I can look up the name. It's not a, oh, here we go. It's kukri. How does it pronounce? Kukri is a type of short sword with a distinctive recurve in its blade that originated in the Indian subcontinent. It serves multiple purposes as a melee weapon and also as a regular cutting tool throughout most of South Asia. So, yeah, it's quite the thing here. Let me do this one. Show this. And so they look like that. That's the type of knife it is. They're a little bit older, so they're weathered and stuff. But yeah, my parents had them, and they put them away, and I said, "Well, I'll take them if you don't want them anymore." So they handed them to me. I don't know where they got them from or how they made it, but yeah. Chris Miller's FPV, welcome to the channel. Welcome to the live stream. Appreciate you showing up. And Dewey, I get some looks walking around Dublin Mountains with him. You sure would. And John Crozio grew up 10 minutes from the garden, so I went to a lot of games, but live outside of Boston now, so TV watching these days. And Radislaw, I just want to say that Canada is bigger than the USA. It sure is, but not by population, that's for sure. We've got a lot of empty space here, which is kind of nice. And and I'd say the same. The U.S. has a lot of empty space too. They've got most of the population down the sides of either coast. So I was out hiking yesterday and I found this guy. Nice little knife. Um, I've already reached out to the local Facebook Lost and Found to see if somebody's missing this poor knife. It's actually a pretty decent looking knife, so it'll be nice if nobody responds. But I looked it up, and I think it's at least Canadian. It's a $120 knife. So somebody somebody is probably missing it, shedding a few tears. And where are we here? Radislav, mostly bears and wolves. In our outdoors, yeah, most likely. They're all they're all hanging around watching. And the good thing is they don't really most of the time they don't want to come near us. So they'll go the other way if they see us out there, which is a good thing. Because just trying to catch the comments here. Um, what was I gonna say? This year since I've once you um once you hit the 500 subscribers and then you hit the 3,000 watch time hours, so it took me a bit to get to that 3,000 watch time hours. Once you get that, you can apply to the YouTube Partner Program and get accepted in there. And I got in there, and then that opens up this copyright tool, this copyright match tool that YouTube gives everybody in the partner program. And I'd never paid much attention to it. And then I clicked on it one time to see like, okay, because I thought it was them telling you you violated copyright somewhere. No, this tool actually checks and see if anybody's taken your video and decided to post it on their channel. So all of a sudden it said, "Hey, you've got some things that you need to address in here." And I'm like, "What?" So I clicked on the copyright tab and I looked in there and I couldn't believe it. One of the shorts videos that I'd done when I went out and did a one log fire challenge, I had done a joke bit where I took this fire starter and lit up the fire with it and put it as a short because it was a cool little thing going. And the company that owned that stuff took my video. They didn't ask for it. They didn't. It wasn't like a remix or anything because a remix will tie back to your channel. It wasn't a remix. They took the whole thing and they reposted it on their channel. And all they did was they threw some music on it. I couldn't believe it. I was stunned. So I looked at it and YouTube says, yeah, they've taken 100% of your video. It tells you in the um, in the copyright tool section of YouTube Studio. So there's an option. There's a couple of options. One is you can give the company notice or give the person notice. In this case, it was a company. You can give the person notice, and they have 7 days to take it down. Otherwise, if they don't take it down, they'll get a strike. Or if you're confident that they've just basically ripped you off, you can demand that it get taken down right away. And you fill out a form, YouTube, it's a legal document saying, yes, I understand what's going on, and this is not fair use, and all these things, and then sign it at the bottom, digital signature. And YouTube will then pull the video and give the person or thing a copyright strike. So I thought about it, and then that's what I did. I was like, the company didn't even reach out to me or say, thanks, can we use this? They didn't, they could have said, hey, thanks for using our product. Would you like some of the product? It was, do I have the product here? Might as well show it, eh? I don't know where it is. I'll have to. Is it here? Oh, here it is. So it's it. Pull start fire. So when you get these things, you only get three of them. I think this box cost back when I bought it probably $15. It probably cost $20 for three. You get one of these, and basically all it is a flare in there. It's not nothing spectacular. A flare with some regular fire starting or whatever. So yeah, I use one of these things. They're not cheap. And then the company steals my video. So yeah, maybe this is an advertisement plug. This is a plug like don't use these. Oh, put that back. So now the company they had taken the video twice and put up two videos. So they've definitely got a strike. They might have two strikes against them now. And you can't get they last what for 90 days on your channel, and you have to go to copyright school to get them removed. So let's see here. What have I missed? If you're near the den, they might come closer. That's the animals from Dewey. Yes. Chris Miller. Time to eat. See you later, age. All right, Chris. See ya. And Mike from Minsk. How are you doing? Thanks for dropping by. Appreciate having you on the live stream. It's getting really late for you. And let's see here. Dewey. Oh, Mike and Dewey having a little chat there. Great. Got the whole world talking. Hey, Jim. How you doing? Jim Hayes hiking in the room here. Appreciate you coming for the live stream. It's good. I just thought I would have a have a live stream, say hi to everybody. It's Sunday. It's a bit well, it's calming down now, but it was a bit windy outside, so thought thought I'd spend some time. I haven't done a live stream in a couple weeks, and I think they're a good way to chat with everybody. I haven't still haven't scheduled them. The only one I think I scheduled was the New Year's one that I did. And of course, I knew that a lot of people would be doing their own celebrations for New Year's, so that wasn't super duper busy. So, Jim, are you getting packed for your trip tomorrow? You got everything you need, or have you found another guy to join you guys and take care of the packing? And Mike, you're good. Thanks. Today I visited a boulder park at the outskirts of Minsk. There you've got a collection of stones and boulders. I'll post that on Instagram. Excellent. That'd be good to see. So when you're out there, Mike, do you go and is it for you? Is it the tactile experience? So you're going out and feeling the different rocks and getting the experience that way. And Dewey, fair play to getting in front of the camera. I'd rather be behind it. Well, it's uh, it's less intimidating being behind the camera, that's for sure. Um, there's certainly when I first started doing YouTube, it was intimidating, and then it was you video yourself, and you're like, oh God, you pick out all your faults and stuff like that. But then I think I saw um, someone I don't know if it was it was a video I watched or something that I read, but it was to get over. It must have been a video that I watched, but to get over that is you just got to think that when you walk out in the world, everybody sees you the way you are. So when you're looking at the video, that's pretty much what everybody else sees. Um, so sometimes you might as well just go with it as long as you don't have a big booger hanging out your nose or you know, something like that. Um, you just got to go with it, and that's I've just gotten used to seeing my own flaws and stuff like that, and just go with it. Don't have to like it, but just do it. And then getting on camera on live, that's a step down from public speaking. I certainly don't like public speaking. Um, and I was really nervous the first time I did a live stream. And then it was just thinking that, you know, just get there and start chatting. I mean, I know how to do that in person, so why not do that here? And it certainly makes it a lot easier when people are chatting away in the chat, and you can sort of have a conversation with them directly live. So that helps. And my first one, um, Jeffrey Spruill, he's got a channel. He was on my very first one, and he was really good. He started asking questions, and he must have known I was nervous or something. So he kept prompting questions and stuff like that, and it really helped out. Jim Hayes, you're still looking for that guy to that can be in charge of packing stuff up and and hauling it out there. Well, good luck with that. I'll maybe I can put out a video requesting help for you to find some guy to do that. Some guy to come along that can do the packing, and then you need someone to do the cooking as well, right? So you need like another guy. So we'll do that. See if we can get that arranged for you. And Radislaw, thanks for commenting on my drone flight on my channel. I really appreciate it. No problem, Radislaw. I try to look at everybody's videos. Um, it's certainly can sometimes it can get harder than others because you know all of a sudden there's a big flurry of people posting videos on a day or a week. It seems like sometimes you open it up and it's like, whoa, did everybody just wake up and post something? But yeah, I appreciate looking and seeing what you're doing. And Mike, so responding to my asking about the seeing the boulders and stuff like that. You're responding that sure you can climb them, explore by touch their shape and the moss they've overgrown with. And so yeah, I think that's cool. That's interesting because yeah, I would wonder how you well now I know because you're telling me how you experience it being blind out there. So it's very interesting and it's very foreign to a lot of us. And Dewey, the only way to organically get your viewing and subs creeping up. Is that doing doing live streams? Is that what you mean there? And Mike again, I find the fork here really welcoming though, which means that there's nothing to be afraid of while speaking. And yeah, no, there's yeah, nothing really to be afraid of speaking here. Um, I try to keep everything just friendly chat and stuff like that. We don't need to delve into things where people are going to be have hard feelings one way or another, and that's getting into the political side of things. I don't think we don't really need to discuss that here. This is there are other channels that certainly do a lot of that, and people can join those channels. But yeah, even if that were brought up, it's not nobody's gonna shout you down. But I would definitely acknowledge and ask the person to, let's get back to just having friendly chat. And Mike, again, sometimes you wonder how I manage to keep up with my YouTube job. Yeah, it's it feels like that with the hours sometimes. When I put my pressure on myself to get videos out or a certain number of videos out that I've been doing. But it's just a lot of it is fun. Like certainly the hiking videos, I'm out there. I'm getting myself fitter. Um, I'm keep building up my cardio and stuff like that. So that's part of stuff that I should be doing anyway. I just add the element of trying to video it and make sure I've got that. So that does um, come into play and does sometimes will take away a little bit from it, but I'm still a lot of the times people will catch my real reactions when I've gone up a place that I haven't been to before, and then I'm like, whoa, look at that, or wow, this is great here. Those are real reactions. I'm not faking those. Just before I continue on with that, Radislav, you need to go. All right, take care. Thank you again for dropping by the live stream. I really appreciate it. Have a good evening. Um, but yeah, back to the job of YouTube. This is something that I wanted to focus on and try to grow the channel. And it's been growing, and it's not super fast, but it's still growing. So I like to focus on that. And I'm also learning along the way. So I'm learning how to do the editing. I'm learning how to do I'm learning how to do live streams. I'm learning how to do the videoing, and you learn something new all the time, and it's good. It's good. So it challenges the mind and stuff like that. Um, but yeah, it can be a little extra sometimes. That's for sure. Let's see here. As I said that, and then Mike, you mean my fear of public speaking in front of the camera at the live streams? Yeah, that too. Um, I think, like I said, if you just think of it as a chat, and that's what I certainly do. And it's just sorry, I gotta get a drink here. I'm thirsty. It's just something we slowly get used to. I don't know when we became or when I became. I know other people have the fear of public speaking when became nervous about it, because I know in school they used to bring us up front and have us do show and tell, and we'd ask questions in class and all those sorts of things. And I don't remember being as nervous about those things. So Maybe it's just as we get older, we get more judgmental. I don't know. Could be. Maybe not. We'll see. Um, what was I going to ask here? So, live stream topics. So I do these live streams, and sometimes I've written, some topics to touch on while I'm doing them and to chat to. But I just wonder, I never really hear about it, but what kind of topics would you like to see covered on these live streams? Is there anything special? Should I maybe do a live stream focused on something like, you know, doing a particular hike or piece of equipment or I drive I'm out on the back roads with the Jeep. Should I talk about something like that or, how I find places? Um, those sorts of things. Um, yeah, just if there's anything that you would like to see, let me know. Put a comment down below, or if you think of something later on, fire me a message on Instagram. I think I should probably put up a community post asking, see what happens there. I have found with some of the community posts where it's not, I'm not getting, everybody dropping in. I think people sort of read them and go, oh yeah, 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 and then move on and don't comment when you're asking some of these things. But it's for the benefit of the viewer to say, hey, what do you want to see? Here's your opportunity to chime in, and maybe everybody's just happy with what I'm doing, and that's fine too. Just just want to make sure that I'm giving you what you've come to, what you're coming to the channel for, and what you'd like to see. And what I've said before is I'm game to try anything reasonable and anything that fits with what the channel's about. And also the type of live streams that I've done. So I've done the ones where I've been driving, and I'm not sure if that's something that people like to see or not. So I've done, was it the one? Have I done two? I think I've done two. Um, I don't know yet. I'll have to think about that. There's certainly less back and forth chat that I can do, but we'll see. And certainly if I do something that like that and say you didn't like it, let me know. That's fine. Jim Hayes Hiking, just keep doing what you're doing as far as I'm concerned. I appreciate that, Jim. I really do. It's good. It's very good feedback. And Mike, I rarely read the community posts on YouTube, and they come without a notification. That's true. That's true. I don't think I see them. Um, I see the community posts on my phone, I think, but I don't. No, I can't remember which one. I either don't. It's either on the phone or computer. One of those places I don't see them. They don't show up when I go through the subscriptions feed because that's what I check there. Um, so yeah, I think it depends who they're getting in front of and what way they're looking at these things. So, okay, where am I here? What was I gonna say? Oh, I don't know if I chatted about this before, but my I was under contract for my internet provider, and it came due at the end of last month. So I phoned up the competitor, the biggest competitor, to them, and I said, okay, I'm coming due. What can you offer me? And they gave me they said, oh yeah, we can give you all this for, I think they said like $85 a month or something like that. And I said, oh, that sounds great. Sign me up. And or actually, sorry, not that first one. So I said, that sounds great. I said, I do need to go back to my original provider, and I'll let you know. So I hung up from then and went to the original provider and told them what this new place was offering, and they said, "Oh, well, we can't. Yeah, the best we can do is this," and that was what their posted deal was like $100 or something like that. I think they were going to give me $95. I'm like, well, the other place is giving me something for 85, 75 if I want to go a little lower. I said, sorry, I think I'm going to go with them. So I went back to the other people and said, great, I like what you've got. Sign me up. And they said, okay. So they started getting my information and we're setting up an account and stuff like that. And I said, great. And I left that. And then I get a phone call from my original provider. They're saying, hey, we heard that, you were thinking about going somewhere else. So we'd like to give you this better deal. What did they give you? And I said, well, they said they could do 75 for the internet. And they said, okay, well, we can match that and we can give you like this credit. I'm like, oh, that sounds great. Sign me up. So they were like, okay, thank you very much. I got off the phone with them. I called back the competitor and I said, sorry, they matched it, and they've given me a bit of a better deal. And they're like, oh, what did they give you? And I said, well, they gave me this deal. And they said, oh, well, we can do better than that. We can give you like a $400 credit, and we can give you $65 a month or something like that. So um, I go back to my, so I said, sorry, I'm getting lost here. I said, that was great. So I said, sign me up again. And then I go back to my original provider, say I need to cancel because they've given me a better deal. And they said, well, what did they give you? And I said, this deal. And they said, we can do $5,500, or sorry, $55 a month. $5,500. Wow, that'd be too much. $55 a month, and we can give you a $200 credit. And I was like, oh, that sounds perfect. I'll take it. Um, Good deal. So I got off the phone with them. Then I went back to the competitor again, and then they're like, all right, we can give you $500 credit, and we can give you this $55 a month, and we can give you something or else. And I'm like, great, that sounds perfect. Sign me up. So I finally went back to my original provider and I said, this is what they could give me. And then they were just like, yeah, we can't do that. We're out. We're done. I'm like, all right, cancel my service. But it was, yeah, it's um, as Dewey says, it's insane how much they can drop. It is. It really is. Um, I'm getting, what is it, 45% discount on what I originally was getting. Plus, I'm getting super fast speed now. Because before I was getting 300 megabits per second download and 100 megabits per second upload. Now I'm on fiber optic. I've got 1 gig down, 1 gig up, super fast. The upload speed was really what I was concerned about, being a YouTuber and wanting to upload videos. So yeah, now videos take a minute to upload, if that. A short is uploaded in seconds. Um, but yeah, the amount of money that this new company was willing to spend to get me was crazy. And it's nice, but now I'm under a 2-year contract. But it also means that in 2 years, I'm gonna have a big jump in my bill unless I go somewhere else. Um, but yeah, it's a good deal. But I guess that's what we all should be doing is shopping around. It just takes a little bit of time. It took me 2.5 hours, I think, on the phone back and forth, and I guess it's worth it. Well, it definitely is worth it. I'm saving $45 a month for 2 years, and I got, like I said, the $500 credit. So it was it was worth it, and I need the internet for work anyway, so it's good. And Mike, how did they find out I was about to go though? Well, because I had phoned the competitor first, and then I thought I would phone up my provider and let them know, hey, I've talked to the competitor. What can you offer? So I wanted to give them an opportunity to match it or something. And the reality of it is, I was talking to a friend about it, and I said this all could have been avoided had the original company that I was with had just said, hey, your contract's coming up, and we can give you a deal where it's $15 off a month, or something like that, and I would have been, hey, that's great, thank you very much, I love that, loyal, as long time loyalty customer, we'll give you this discount, and I would have stayed with them. um but they didn't do that, so then I had to go and shop around. Why not? And Mike, I was surprised to learn that in Belarus, the internet will be one of the cheapest in the world. For an internet connection of 100 megabits per second, both upload and download, we pay a bit less than $2. Wow. Wow. That's incredible. That's a great deal. That's that would be nice to have. I'm sure everybody would like that. Same with cell phones. Certainly cell phone bills are can get pretty pricey too for what we get, especially in Canada. I think in the other places in the world are a little cheaper, but I think it's getting better as we move along. I think it is because it gets the infrastructure is already set up, and it gets cheaper for these places. And Mike, yeah, same with cell phones, but it depends a lot on the plan. Absolutely. So, all right. What else was I going to talk about here? SEO. And Jim hates hiking. You must go now. Have a good one. All right, Jim. I appreciate you dropping by. You have a good one, and have a good hike the next couple of days. And I look forward to seeing your video. Cheers, man. And Mike, most people's salaries here won't be that high as in Canada, though. Still a good deal when it comes to the internet. Yeah, that's true. That's true. You have to look at what you're getting paid and what it costs. It just amazes me that yeah, when we talk about how little people get by, like in some countries, it's like, oh, they only make, I'm just throwing it out. It's not true, but oh, they only make $40 a month or something like that, and still able to survive, and they compare that to somewhere like Canada, and it's like, how could you survive on that? That's impossible. But it's because everything else is a little bit cheaper. or a lot cheaper, depending on what it is. And I guess it depends on what does the government supply you, um, and what you're generally used to, what you're generally used to having. And Mike, electricity, petrol, gasoline are extremely cheap here. Well, that's nice. Yeah, I think our electricity is okay, but definitely the petrol or gasoline is pretty expensive. Um, and that's because they're supposedly basing it on world prices or something like that, basing it on the futures prices that they have in the stock exchanges and stuff like that. Um, yeah, nothing we can do about it. Just gotta get more money, I guess. So another thing I was gonna say for this stream is now that now that I'm in the YouTube partner program, at least not on, I'm not there for ads yet. I still need just over 700 hours of watch time to get up to that 4,000 mark, but I passed that 3,000 mark. I'm um, now able to have channel memberships, and I've started them, and sorry, let me correct that. So yeah, I'm now able to have channel memberships, and I'm monetized for such things as super chats, thanks, channel memberships, and what I was gonna say is all money that I raise through that is gonna be poured right back into the channel. Um, and it helps pay for things like gas, equipment to get out and do the adventures, filming equipment. So there's things like cameras, tripods, gorilla pods, memory cards, etc. Um, help obviously pay for gear to test out because, like I said earlier in the thing, I'm not getting gear given to me from any of the companies, or not as much. I've had two things that I've been able to test so far. Um, and I just wanted to show. So I'm not selling you necessarily on this stream. I'm selling it to, or showing it to everybody that's out there that may watch this stream in post on view on demand. It's just a show. I did a video of it. Let me see here. So can I do it any bigger? There we go. Yeah. So yeah, I didn't know what to do for these different levels. So I just put some, and these are Canadian dollars. Um, I just put up the 199 level to start off with. So that's basically 7 cents a day. Basically, less than the price of one coffee. Um, That gets you loyalty badges, custom emojis, priority reply to comments, and I do like if I see that a comments come in from a member, I'm jumping over that. That's the first one that's getting, those are the first ones that are getting answered. Fan level at 4.99 a month is member shoutouts. So with those, initially, I'll give you a shout out on a community post. I'll also mention at the end of videos. You'll start seeing that now where I have a channel members shout out at the end of videos saying, hey, this person came in, is a member, letting everybody know that. The next level is 8.99. That'll get you into the members only polls. So those will be helping to direct where the channel goes. So it'll be questions like that, sort of what kind of content we want to see, receiving comment. I'll take your comments, and it'll help yeah, basically um, build the channel, grow the channel around those sort of different areas that we go and look at, and photos and status updates. Then the next level I have on here is 14.99, and that's early access to any new videos. So as soon as they're up there, you can watch the videos before they're actually scheduled to be released. Then at the 24.99 level, got connecting on social media. I'm not sure. I put that on there. I'm not sure what that was just a um, an option that YouTube had put on there for adding that. I mean, I'm already connected with you guys on social media, but it can also be connecting on other social media forms that you have. Um, and discounted merchandise. So I do have merchandise, and I'm going to start putting some of the funnier things that I've said on T-shirts and stuff like that. T-shirts, mugs, all of that. Some of my sayings, and right now it's my channel logo. So you'll get discounted merchandise at that level. And then at 49.99, that was mainly I put that one there for the GPS coordinates for hikes. Um, but it's also exclusive member only videos at that level. I wanted something higher for that GPS coordinates because we have a problem with people grabbing those coordinates and flooding the different places out in nature, and then they're not so nice anymore. So I figured at that level it's not just somebody coming in to grab it quickly and then run off with it. That's the only reason I put that one up there. Um, I'm not sure this is how these are all going to stay. I may move some of these things down, like the exclusive member only videos may come down to lower tiers, or I may add some things. I can add some different custom things here. A lot of these things are YouTube suggested things that we do. I just wanted to get something up there and get a structure up there and get it started. So I don't know what my main question is on these things, and I asked it on my video was, what kind of perk would entice you to become a member? I'm not asking you to become a member. I'm just wondering what would get you to become a member, because then that lets me know is like, oh, I need to add these things to get something that people would like. And let me see here, Mike's chatting away. Um, so the membership cost depends on the country you pay from. In Belarus, that will be 45 cents for the lowest tier. Yes, it does. That's right. It does. Yeah, it's based on the country you're in. And let me move this off. I don't need this showing anymore. Yes, it'll be based on the country. So I just picked the ones in Canada, and certainly the US and stuff like that. And you would have moved the exclusive videos to a lower tier. Yes, and I think I'm gonna do that, Mike. I already did that with I put out a short yesterday that I shared with all members, even though that's not in that tier for all members. So I'm gonna yeah, I'm gonna try to figure out where it best matches and what people are gonna get the most value. Because I want people to get value out of this too. It's not just and be happy to get that. Um, and Jim on here, who's gone now, he's a member. He's the first member, and it was really nice to see him become a member. Um, so I want to, yeah, I want to get it to a right place, and also I'll add perks if people got suggestions as to what would make a good perk for someone to want to be a member. So I appreciate your input, Mike. Thank you very much. And I know one of them was one of the things you could add was members only live streams and chat. And I thought, well, first before I can do that, I need to get I need to get a number of members to be able to even even consider something like that. Because if I had a members only chat and I only had one member, it would just be me and that member chatting. So, and I don't want to put a whole bunch of stuff behind a paywall either. I want to give people and the viewers all the stuff that I've been doing now. I don't want that behind a a paywall, um, as they say. Um, I want it to be thinking like, hey, that's a perk or that's a good reason to become a member, rather than that age guy, man, he used to put out these videos and now he's like moved them and you got to pay to watch them, and that's not what I want it to be about. And I've also got to plan some things that some goals that a lot of this will go to. So right now I've said it's going into the channel and it's going to help with the equipment and all that sort of stuff. But I think some concrete goals as to what it's going to go towards would help as well. So yeah, if I've already got Mike's idea here, which I appreciate. But if any of you've got ideas on what to do with that, let me know. And Mike, GPS coordinates and the folks running off seems to be more sensitive subject, so I'd have left this one in the upper tier. But I'm afraid nobody's going to pay for exclusive videos this much. No, and that's what I agree with you, Mike. Um, and I will bring that down to a lower tier for sure. Yeah, I appreciate that input. Nomadic Camping, hello. Thank you for joining the live stream. How you doing today? And is it 7 o'clock your time right now? Must be, I think. Seven? Where are you located? Ohio? Ohio. I don't know. You'll tell me. Yes, 7 o'clock there. And Mike, I should join you soon. Just need to add my payment details to Google since I had to remove them altogether a while ago. Oh, I appreciate that, Mike. Appreciate that very much. Nomadic camping, yes, Ohio. Yay, I got it right. It's good. It's good to know. The memory's still here, a little bit. Get me at the end of the workday and it'll be blown. That's for sure. So, nomadic camping, were you able to get out this weekend camping or did you have to stay closer to home? I myself got out for a bit of a hike yesterday and today I've been inside for a bit. I might go out for a little bit after this live stream. It just seems we'll have to see what the wind's like. It's I've been looking outside my window and I can see the trees getting blown around a little bit. So it might not be nice out there. And nomadic camping, we are family camping May 1st to 3rd. I don't even know it. Where are we here? May 1st to 3rd. So Wednesday to Friday. It's probably a good time to go during the week. Less less competition for places. So is it just the you and your wife, or are you having the whole family come out? Is it going to be a big family camp or a small one? What was that? Just want to check something here, guys. Ohio State. So nomadic camping. Ohio State parks are half price during weekdays with Buckeye card. Oh, that's good. That's a good enticement to get out there. I like that. We just the wife, me and the dogs. Well, it's still good anyway. And you guys can still have campfires and stuff out there? I don't think. We're just starting to there are some places that I think they're either doing campfire bans or starting to do it in British Columbia. We've had a pretty dry winter, and so nothing on Vancouver Island yet, but I'm concerned that it's gonna be coming. It came early last year. It was June, the first weekend in June. We we had a campfire ban, and it lasted all the way through till I want to say it was October, but it might have been in the end of September. It was still late. Um, and we've never had a restriction like that before. It's not normally that super dry here either. But it was dry last year, and I'm hoping it's not dry this year. And you've got no restrictions there, so that's good. Because I do like a good campfire. It's nice. It's comforting, and it's also, even in the summer, it's nice because it gets rid of all those mosquitoes and black flies, and it's amazing how well that works and how quickly it works. So yeah. So I need to get my butt out there now while I can. Um, I was gonna here's one, and I'm probably gonna do a little video about this too. Um, I'll answer Mike's question first. Do you get ticks in Canada? Here in Belarus, they're out already all over the green areas. We do get ticks. Where I live, we're not likely to get Lyme disease. It's still possible, but not likely. Mostly in eastern Canada, I believe, is where you have to worry about getting that. Um, but there is, if you get one in you, you should, here, you should capture it and take it to the doctor, and they can test it to see if it's got that, and they'll probably put you on antibiotics to as a precaution. I have not had a tick in me, knock on wood. um, but I do. It is a little bit of a concern, but I haven't seen a whole lot around here. I did see one in my Jeep once, so obviously it transferred from me to in the Jeep. So the ones you have in Belarus, do you have to worry about Lyme disease there? And nomadic camping, I would suppose. Do you guys have to worry about? Are your ticks? You got to worry about Lyme disease there? I mean, I wish we didn't have these little creatures that we have to worry about. But I guess that's living in the outdoor. Yeah, just being in the outdoors, being out in nature. We've got to worry about all sorts of things. And nomadic camping, yes, Lyme disease in your area. Yeah, that's not Yeah, I mean, I didn't know much about it growing up as a kid. I know my mom would check my hair when I got in from being out in the woods, but never knew never knew what it did to you until you hear about it now in the news with these different people getting it. And Mike, yeah, they carry Lyme disease, and the other one I don't know the name of for English. Hold up, let me look it up. All right. Well, nomadic camping. My dog is treated with next guard. Is that the injection? How's that? Oh, that looks in the screen weird. I won't do that. I'm trying to do that. There, I'm trying to do the needle. Yeah, is that the injection that they do for the dogs? Is that what that next guard is? Or is it something different? Oh, it's a monthly tablet. Okay, that's cool. And I guess they then they excrete in their sweat or whatever something that bugs the ticks so they don't bury themselves in there or something like that. Wandering monks hikes. Hey friend, just got the notice that you were live. Popping in for a few minutes. In Kansas, we certainly have ticks. The livestock has them everywhere. Nice to see you, Wandering Monk. Appreciate you dropping by. Normally it's you that are doing live streams, and I can never make it there because you do them generally during my work day. So unfortunately, I can't make those. And you've got ticks in Kansas as well that you got to watch out for. Yikes. Baron DeGuire, hello from Langford. Wishing you could do a day hike sometime. Love the content. Thanks for dropping by, Baron. Well, yeah, we'll see. Maybe in the summer I could do a day hike. We'll see what happens. See what happens with work. So, do you get out a lot hiking around here, Baron? Do you go to all the big places? Have you done anything up island? And Wandering Monk would love to have you join sometime if you have the opening. Again, maybe in the summer. That's when I'll be looking at taking some start taking some days off. So we'll see what lines up, and I'll mark it down. I'll mark it down when you normally have them, and put a post-it note somewhere so I can look at that and have that here, and then I'll reach out to you. And nomadic camping, gotta go. It's nice to meet you all. Never stop dreaming. Same to you, nomadic camping. Have a good one, Carl. I appreciate you dropping by. Never stop dreaming yourself. And Baron, yeah, I used to hike to Nanaimo and Parksville a lot. Took the kids out yesterday, did the Whitty's hike, and made some homemade pasta on the beach. Oh, that sounds perfect. I I haven't filmed that. I haven't hiked around the lagoon yet. I should do that. And Nanaimo, I want to do. Oh, now my mind's gone blank while I'm talking on here. I want to do the mountain up there that everybody likes to do. I keep seeing that, and certainly a lot of snow up there. Don't know if there is now, but seeing them in the wintertime doing that. Mount Benson. Yes, that's the one. Thank you. I probably would have remembered it as soon as I finished the live stream. I was like, ah. And yeah, I've seen another number of routes. I'll have to look into that. And Little Mountain in Parksville is beautiful. Okay, I'll have to add that one to the list as well. And Gonzo Wild Camping, welcome to the live stream. Nice to see you here. And you got so many ticks in the north of the UK as well. Wow. I guess I'm lucky that we don't have too many here that we have to worry about. I mean, we have them, but just lucky for now. But they're as it warms up, they're making their way here. And Barron, it's right near Englishman River. Yeah, I haven't been that whole area, and I've seen a lot of video of people going, doing different things around there, Englishman River Falls, and I've even seen some off-roading in Parksville and stuff like that. I really need to certainly explore more of this island, and I certainly did this last year of doing even hikes around close down Victoria here, or close-ish, doing hikes that I hadn't done before, just because I'd never thought much of them. And I thought, well, let's go do it. Let's go check this out. Doesn't sound like much, and then I get up there and I'm like, wow, beautiful view. So it's taught me to get out and try everything there once, even. Um, and you can walk. So Baron, you can walk from Englishman River all the way to Rothriver. All right, sounds like a plan. Gonzo, man, it's late for you right now. Or is it not? I don't know. Well, I know what time it is. It's 12:16 your time. If you're in the UK still, unless you've gone on a trip somewhere. Um, but then again, I see you on your camping trips where you're going out, staying out late, getting up early, and going to work the next day. Amazing, man. Where was I? I was gonna mention something about where is it? Baron, I love the channel because of the fact that you make the time to try and get out for a hike. It's so refreshing and means a lot to see what you do. Inspiring to the working man. Well, thank you. I I think it's worth it to try to make the time to get out there, that's for sure. Um, even when I've been tired as of late, as of the last, it seems like I'm in the video saying I'm tired the last couple of months, last few months. And I am because I haven't been getting enough sleep lately. I've got construction going on my building. So that's not conducive to being able to sleep in late and just various things. So I'm tired during the week and then I get to the weekend and you just feel like it's like, oh, I just want to do nothing and then it's like, oh, I got to do something. So I get myself out there and generally I feel better afterwards. Get the heart pumping, the blood flowing. It's uh it's good. It's good, and even some of these gray days we've been having where it's rainy and stuff like that. I see a spot where it's not raining. I'm like, oh, I'll try it. And if I get myself out the door, driving to the spot, then I'm gonna hike it. Doesn't matter well, I guess if it got super windy, I would turn around and come back. But if it's raining or whatever, it's like I'm here. I'm going for a hike. Um, but yeah, if I see it's pouring outside, I'm not likely to get myself out the door. But once there's that break, I'll try to get out, and I won't look at the what the weather's going to say on the phone because that can be discouraging too. And sometimes it's been the weather turns out beautiful. I've seen it where it says it's gonna like be a soggy mess, and I'll go, all right, I'm not going out. And then all day I'm watching out my window. I'm like, oh, the sun's pretty bright out there. I should be out in that sun. I should be out in that sun. So that's good. I'm glad it's that I like that. That's nice to hear. Thank you. That it's an inspiration. I appreciate that. Um, yeah, now I'll move on to this quick one here. I want to say something about I've had a couple of videos where I've put on I have to tick the box where YouTube says, is this a paid promotion? And I wanted to let you know what a paid promotion is. So I ticked that box because I got given a saw, a little mini chainsaw from Saker Saw. Gave me a little mini chainsaw to test out. So I took that out. I tested it out and said, here you go. Here's a video. And I did another one on the GMRS radio from TalkPod. I showed that off. They said, "Hey, you want to try out this radio? It might be a match." And I was like, "Yeah, okay. These things sort of fit with what I do on my channel." So yeah, I was going to take them and try them out. So I did that. Did a video. Um, in those videos, I didn't say, "Hey, you must buy this. You should buy this." I just said, "Hey, this is what I got." Um, and here's me testing it out in the environment. But what it says on YouTube for paid promotions, it says this is or paid yeah, paid promotions. This is what it is. It's if you accepted anything of value from a third party and make your video, you must let us know. That's pretty clear that the saw is of value, the radio is of value. So I have to tick that off. Also, the regulations in Canada say that we must say that we've got this from a company, and also we must tick that box. In the US, I'm not sure you need to with their rules, I'm not sure you need to tick that box, but you need to tell people that you've been given it. But YouTube is telling you that you must tick that box. So I tick that box. There's no reason not to. Now, if I get a so that's because somebody's given me something and I'm testing it and I'm not beholden to them. Now, if I get a sponsorship, which would be nice, anybody out there, any companies out there that want to sponsor me, come here. Uh, they're not watching this live stream, I'm sure. Um, but if I get a sponsorship, I will be saying, not only will you see that tick box paid promotion, I will be telling in the video saying, hey, this is a sponsored video, meaning that this video is paid for. Um, so I'd let the viewers know in a message. I'm not trying to hide anything. I'm not trying to be any sneaky with that stuff. So I just thought I'd let you know that certainly these things that you're going to see, um, which which we should see more of it. It's unfortunate because I see a lot of YouTubers don't tick that paid promotion box because they think that if they do that, everybody's going to believe that it's BS what they're saying, and it's not necessarily. Um, it certainly wasn't in my videos because I just showed it and said, "Hey, this looks pretty neat." I didn't say, "Hey, this is the greatest thing in the world. You need to buy this." Um, yeah, so that's my spiel on that. Looking through. Oh man, Mike, a question about YouTube. Some people have gone to look at my channel after seeing my comments in your live stream. Is it possible to quick click on the user's link as they've commented in the chat, or is that the feature inaccessible for a blind user? I have a copy, I have to copy and paste the names I'm interested in searching for them. I don't know. Let me check here. So pin report, remove, hide. That is a moderator. I think you have to copy and paste them. Unless somebody on here knows that's done this before, how we get a let me I'm gonna write that down, Mike. I'm gonna write that down and see if I can find an answer to that if somebody on here doesn't already know. Um Mike, can you open a person's YouTube link from chat? I'm gonna try to find that out for you. I don't for afterwards, Mike. I think that's a good question, and that would be a good feature to have for sure. A couple of guys did tell me straight they checked upon me after the live streams. Okay, I will yeah, I'll look that up, Mike, and I'll message you if I find something that lets us know something different. And I'll also in the next live stream that I do, if there is a way to do it, I'll certainly be letting people know how to do it as well because I think it's a good one. I think it's helpful for everybody. So I think I'm gonna go to the 2 hour mark here. So that's another about 10 minutes, unless a bunch of people jump in here. Hills hiking and wild camping. Hey, how you doing? Thanks for joining. And it's just age, no S on the end. I know some people think it's ages with the S, um, because of the way YouTube shows the our comments when we comment on videos. But no, just the age is good. How you doing? You're up again, another UK person coming in here. Up nice and up nice and late. 12:27. And hills hiking and wild camping. You're the baker. Is that right? I hope I got it right. I hope I got it. You're at work now? Oh man. I didn't realize your night started like now. Do you work through till like right till about what is it? 6 a.m., 7 a.m., something crazy like that? Well, I guess it's not crazy if you're used to it. If you're constantly doing it, then your sleep cycle gets used to it. And Mike asking, "Do you like your job at least though?" 9:30 to 6:30. My calculations, just my quick math off the top of my head shows me that that's more than 8 hours. Hour break for lunch. Is that what that is? And are you saying yeah that you like your job? It pays the bills, right? Yeah, to both. All right. Both to the lunch and to the like the job. Well, yeah, that's the important thing. If you like it, you like it. And just maybe not the times. The times aren't the greatest, but you also get used to those too. I used to years ago used to work at pizza places and be start at 4, go to early morning, and go till about 2, and then you get off work, and then you're still awake and go to somebody's place, have drinks till 4, 5 in the morning, sometimes later. So I used to do the sleeping during the daytime as well. Outdoor Ally, good morning from Scotland. Thank you for joining the live stream. Appreciate you coming on board. It definitely is morning for you. Early morning though. And a little bit later for Mike here in Belarus. So I think it's Scotland must be 12:30. And then for Mike in Belarus, is it 2:30? 12:30. And Outdoor Ally, what are you doing up? All right, I got the 2:30 in the morning for Minsk, right? Outdoor Ally, are you working tomorrow? Or are you working right now? We've got hills hiking and wild camping is working right now. Oh, you need to get to bed for work soon. Well, I appreciate you dropping by and saying hi. That's good. It's always nice to see different people show up for these live streams and drop in, and that's how they happen. People come in, people come out. It's all good. Up at 6:30 a.m. Whew. Yeah, good night. Have a good one, man. Hills hiking and wild camping, you're trying to multitask. I don't want you to screw up whatever you're baking. I don't want you to be blaming it on me. Oh, that's age's fault in Canada. I get a bad reputation over there. People will come on these live streams just to swear at me then. What kind of what are we baking tonight? Is it the same every night, the same kind of things you're baking every night, or do you have different things for different nights? Same things. All right. Just probably different Different numbers, sort of like when I was in the pizza business, for sure. Certainly, here comes the weekend. We're gonna have a busy night tonight. Got to make sure we've got more stuff prepped for making the pizzas. So I'm just checking here. Oh, it's getting kind of dark in here. Oh well, sort of lets me know that it's getting later in the day. Just checking to see if I covered everything on here. I got a list of some things that I wrote down, usually to help along with the chat while we're waiting for responses because they're not instantaneous or even with a slight delay. I haven't checked it right now. I've got it set up for ultra low latency, but I still think there's a bit of a delay between when I see the message and when you've actually typed it. And I've noticed that in some people's live streams when I've been on there that they've there's been a delay to what they're responding to. I don't know if what was I gonna say? Um, if any of you have watched Steve Wallace, um, that's the Camping with Steve channel. He does the stealth camping over here, and he's had some personal tragedies the last 18 months, and he just wanted to have a live stream. It was a couple days ago to just say where he was at and say hello. And he got on there, and my God, there were, I think the average was about 15,000 people watching, and it peaked up to just over 21,000. It was like, holy cow. And the chat messages were just streaming by. And, I type my message, wishing you good wishes. Boom. You blink and you'd miss it. It was so fast. And, it was crazy. It was crazy. But, yeah, at least he got to say what he wanted to say, and certainly was he was getting a lot of those super chats and stuff like that, and it was just crazy what was how fast it was going and stuff like that. But 21,000 people, that would be amazing, amazing, and I think it was very appreciative. But I guess he's got 1.5 million subscribers, so that's a good turnout. I guess I look at mine and I do the math and go, oh, I guess I'm doing okay for, for how many subscribers have I got. Yeah, you'll get there one day. Well, we'll see, Baron. That would be pretty cool. That would be pretty cool to have that many people enjoy the stuff that I was doing for sure. So we'll see. Maybe I need to start stealth camping, but he's already got that. He's already got that covered. And there's a lot of people out there trying to trying to do that as well. But certainly, I would like to do a live stream around a campfire. One of my buddies on here, Trucker John's Outdoor Shenanigans, we were talking about it, and he doesn't have signal out where we go, and he says, "Oh, it'd be cool to do a live stream out by the campfire," and I agree. So I think I'm gonna find a place where I've got signal out in the bush. And it's okay to have a fire there and try it. Give it a try. We'll see. Mike from Minsk or Mikhail. Last Friday, I was watching one live stream from the UK. The audio was stuttering, and the delay between the audio and the comments had gotten to 5 minutes. They were trying to fix that unsuccessfully. Oh, wow. That's a big delay. I do see it, yeah. I do see in YouTube Studio when I'm streaming, it'll tell me sometimes. Not today. I haven't seen anything flash up, but it'll tell me if the stream rate or the bit rate isn't correct, and go in there and up it and stuff like that. So I'll go and do whatever it asks. And Baron, I think your hikes and food is a great niche. I do too. Thank you. I think I started watching people like the Scottish Wanderer, and I haven't seen him. He hasn't posted anything in probably a couple of years now, so I don't know what's happened to him. Um, but I saw him just simply going out and cooking up some food and having a chat out there. And at first I thought, what the heck is this? This is so simple. Like, what is that? And then as this was going on, I was like, hmm, I'm, I watch these things. Every time he would come on, I'd, put it on and watch it. It's like, I'm watching this stuff. So there's obviously something to it because I like it and he's got a bunch of subscribers and they like it. And yeah, it's nice to see. Um, it's nice to see somebody out just having a chat and especially cooking up something different. And everybody loves food. So I gotta get out there again and do some more cooking. I haven't done that in a bit, but that is definitely in the cards. I was I didn't do it this weekend, but certainly what I need to do is I have a tarp that can fit outside the back of my Jeep. I've already got it planned out, so I can just put that out, and I can even when it's rainy and miserable, I can still get my stoves out there and cook. So I think I'll be doing that a little more, and that's why I went to these. I also got the gas stoves that I have, so I can cook out there even during the fire ban season. So I'm glad, and ultimately, I'm glad you like it, Baron. I appreciate it. And Mike, there they actually had someone a virtual meeting or something like that where they were talking to someone while streaming. Sorry, I meant there they had actually set up something. Yeah, well, yeah, talking to someone while you're streaming, that'll pull up the bandwidth as well. It depends on whether you're doing video and how you're doing it and stuff like that. So I could see that becoming a problem. And Baron, I was raised in a way that food is the best way to communicate and to have community. And I think that is, sorry, it's my eyes are doing funny things. I'm getting been staring too much at the monitor and stuff. Um, so the words were starting to scramble on me. I was raised in a way that food is the best way to communicate and to have community. And I think that is why it works so well and that we can feel connected as your audience. Huh. That's a great thought. I like that, Baron. I'm gonna screenshot that comment. I like that. That's a good way to think about it, and because we're out there sharing it together. Okay, and then save image, and let's go. Let me get this down here. There we go. Post that up somewhere here so I can remember that. And Mike, food being the best way to communicate, an interesting idea. No, it's I think it's a yeah, it is. I think it's great. I think Barron's onto something there. It is a way to communicate for sure. They talk about breaking bread with somebody and certainly see it in different cultures where the meal is dinner time meal is one of the most important things that you can have together. And Mike's asking for Baron to expand upon that. Go ahead, Baron. We'll let you expand upon it. I'm just gonna run and get another sip of liquid here. I've been talking away. What do I want? Water here? Yeah, we'll have this water. All right. Baron's going to expand upon it. I've just got to quickly check a message here that I got earlier. Okay, I don't need to reply to that message, but I'll leave that open. So I got a friend with a sick son. He's got some sort of he's been puking, just making sure that he's all right. We don't need to do anything. So, hills hiking and wild camping. I'll take some photos of my bread that I'm making at the moment and put them in my next camping video. Nice. Yes, do that. Do that. And the only bread I know how to make is the no knead bread, where you throw everything in and sort of mix it up and let it rise on the counter for 4 to 8 hours and then cook it up. I forget what they call that. Anyway, gives a nice loaf. I cook that stuff up all the time. And Baron. So there's been lots of study concerning the connection we create while breaking bread. Huge neurological development when we are young, which is why it's so important for families to sit down. Yes. Yes. When I was younger, we always sat at the table for dinner. There was no TV on, nothing like that. It was a family meal. And I miss those times. And now a lot of places you go and everybody's sitting around the TV or we scarf down stuff so quickly. And Baron goes, so as we get older, we still have the ability to grow these neuronic pathways, which is why when we share a meal together, it makes us stronger as a community. And Mike, wow, okay, I agree with this. Just didn't think of putting it this way. That's true. It's great. And hills hiking while camping fermenting. Yes, certainly what I'm doing with the bread. And Baron, so if we believe in cooking together and eating together, the bonds we build get strong and almost feel unshakable. Interesting. That's a really cool way to look at it. And especially saying breaking bread, and we've got Hills hiking and wild camping baking bread for us so we can break it. So it's thanks to him that we're able to become a community. Let's get a copy of that. What you said too, Baron. That's great. Save that. Come on. So I think it's been a great chat today. Appreciate everybody being here. I think I'm gonna start having these live streams more often. I know I won't be able to do it next weekend. I have to be away visiting my parents. Um, but yeah, I appreciate everybody that joined in today. I appreciate you guys that are still on here right now. And let's do this again real soon. And yeah, thank you. Have a good rest of your day, and we'll catch you guys in the next one. See ya. Bye now.